Hey, how's it going? It is 2 a.m. in the morning, late night warriors. This is Anthony, um, your voiceover artist friend in residence. I'm coming to you live tonight because I'm excited. I just got done doing a whole couple hours of voiceover work. Really excited about that. But I wanted to talk to you tonight briefly about the idea of it's a new year, right? It's 2019, and the challenge that we run into, especially when we're starting a new year, is that we put so much effort and excitement into what we're going to do with our business that sometimes it doesn't happen really quickly, and we get discouraged. Recently, what's been going on is the holiday season over Christmas. I mean, maybe some people it's not, but from what I've heard and talked to people and going through my second Christmas as a voiceover artist, it business slows down. And as it slows down, and you're working hard to get business, and you think, oh, well, I can take a little break. You kind of get a little, I don't know, not discouraged, but maybe a little bit. You get a little bit discouraged, and then something happens, and maybe you don't get as many auditions as you want, or you're not getting the business that you want, and you move into the new year and you're really excited, and the business is not coming. So I was really getting frustrated myself, and I had all this energy, and I'm like, if I take this energy and I just shove it into auditioning, and I shove it into doing actionable things that's going to move my business forward as a voiceover artist, okay, finding business, calling people, doing auditions. I did a video about ACX the other night, doing a couple auditions there. I'm on Voices 123 doing auditions there. Finding other places that I can get work on. Okay. Um, if you do those actions consistently, the universe will step aside and give you business. It is inevitable. It's like the law of the universe. All right. You move forward with faith. All right. And good things will happen. I think, I was talking to some different colleagues, and, some of them are doing really well, and some of them are struggling. And I noticed some of the ones that are doing well, they're doing well, I think, because more so their attitude. And the ones who are struggling, they're just having a hard time getting back on track in the right mindset. So I just wanted to come on briefly tonight and talk about your mindset for 2019, and making sure that everything you do, okay, yes, you need gear. Yes, you need the right equipment. You need the right acoustical treatment. There's all these fun gadgets and everything for us voiceover artists. But there is a certain set of things that we need to do to move our business forward. And if you do those things, no matter what, your business will move forward. You will get clients. You will start conversations. You will get auditions. You have to move forward with what you're doing. Okay. If you don't, you're just standing still and you're dying. And then what happens? Doubt creeps in, fear creeps in. All of that stuff happens. All right. And it takes over. And then all of a sudden, you're paralyzed. Okay. And you can't do anything because you're waiting for something else to happen. You've convinced yourself not to move forward because you are afraid. Okay. So, the best way to cure all of that is to do ridiculous amounts of action. And the crazy thing is, if you do all that, it's like a snowball that starts small and it's rolling down a hill. Okay. It starts off really small and nothing happens. Okay. And actually, I think if you think of it this way, right? You start at the bottom of the hill with a little snowball, and you're pushing it up the hill, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? You're working harder and harder and harder, and it's getting, steeper and steeper, and you're doing all this work. All right. Well, eventually you're going to get to the top of the mountain. And then guess what? When that snowball starts falling down the other side, all right, that's what you've created, this huge snowball effect. Okay. That you've gained all of this momentum. All right. And it's going to come, and it's going to be a landslide. But it doesn't happen until you do ridiculous amounts of work to build it up. All right. So, over the past, I guess, month or so, over the Christmas break and everything, business was a little slower. It was still okay. I actually did a pretty good month. Um, but it wasn't as big as, the rest of the fall season or the fall season. So, going into January, I didn't know what to expect. And, so I was like, I'm just going to do tons of auditioning. I'm just going to contact tons of people. I'm just going to go crazy. I'm not going to put up ads. I'm not going to do that stuff. I'm literally just going to go talk to people and audition and audition and audition. And business has started flooding in. Okay. And here's the thing about it is what I was talking about, the law of the universe. Just because you're doing all this work doesn't mean that that's where the business will come from. But I'm telling you, and I whether you believe in, a higher power or not, or the universe, or whatever, or energy or anything like that, I've always found that when I'm in the right mindset and when I'm moving forward mentally, okay, everything happens the way I want it to. Things happen that are exciting. They spontaneously. When I'm negative and I'm feeling down and I'm not in the right mental state, it's like the exact opposite. Nothing happens. Okay. So I think that we can put ourselves in that place by action, 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 action. All right. I wrote this little post. It was a sentence I wrote. It just came to my mind. It was like, um, the reflection of my action, all right, is projected through my success. Okay. So my actions, all right, are shown through my success. All right. The more action you take, the more success you'll have. Does that mean you're going to go out and do a whole bunch of auditions tonight or tomorrow night or Saturday or Sunday and get a bunch of work right there? No. But what's going to happen is it's going to snowball, and it's going to all of a sudden come on you. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what happened? It was all the work that you did. All right. Well, I've been talking for 7 minutes. The idea tonight, and then I'm going to get off. The idea tonight for me and for you is that make 2019 full of action. All right. I got this little, I don't know if you can see it. I got this little post-it note, and on this post-it note, it talks about, I got like, it talks, all right, it's backwards. But anyways, it talks about, I'm going to do like 4 auditions on, voices 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do auditions on ACX. I'm going to send a certain amount of emails. I'm going to do my YouTube videos. I'm going to do my podcast. You know what I mean? And I put it like right here. All right. So that I see it every time I sit down to work. It's a little piece of paper, but I see it and I'm like, I know I got to do this stuff. That's my goal. All right. And then the rest of the work that you do is all the audio, is all the work that you have. So if you have tons of voiceover work, you got to do that voiceover work, and you still got to do this stuff. If you don't have that tons of voiceover work, you got to do the marketing stuff and add double or triple it. Okay. You should always be working. It gets tougher, of course, the more voiceover work you get, but hey, I'd rather have more voiceover work than not enough. All right. Please, please subscribe, like this, and share it with people. Maybe there's somebody who really needs to hear this message right now because they're really struggling. A friend you have, a person you know, and they're just having a hard time. All right. I hope this helped. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Have a great night or early morning. All right. Bye-bye.